Hello everyone, welcome back. Tauseed Zaman is back with another PowerShell tutorial, and in this tutorial we will explore about pipelining and PowerShell scripting. So let's just jump in. I will create another file. Let's call it power stage 4.ps1. This is the fourth tutorial of this series. So what is pipelining? So pipelining you might actually have seen that whenever let's say if I type ls, as you can see it returns different information. Let's say I just want the name. I type GCI. So let's say I want just name. I don't want anything else, and I want the name. Let's say I have to use it later in the script. So how we can return that? So for that we have the pipelining. Pipelining is a basic term used in almost every scripting language, like in Bash as well as in PowerShell and in Batch as well. So let's say I want to extract the name of this result, the get child item command. So what we will do is we will use the pipe command, the pipeline command, whatever you want to call it. We will use this, and now we have the ability to pipe the result of this command to any other command that we want. Let's say I want to select, in this case I want to select the name. So for that we have the select object, or the alias for that is select, and I will just type name, and now if I hit enter, as you can see it returns only the name from the output of this ls or get child item command. So the same thing goes for the mode and last write time and length as well. So if I type last write time, and as you can see it returns the last write time of these files. Now what we can do is let's say I want to figure out how many attribute does it provides, and how I can know that I can use these attributes in the select object. So to do that we can use the select, and now if I just press tab, as you can see it auto completes the attributes that are available to us. So now if I press tab again and again and again and again, as you can see it returns a whole bunch of things that we can use. So now if I hit enter, as you can see it returns the full path. And let's say I want to return, there are too many, right? So let's say I want to return all of them. For that we can use the asterisk. So if I now hit enter, these are the attributes available in every object of that main object. So now we can use any of these, like here we have link type, name, length, and exist, full name, and so on and so forth. Say I am interested in only the extension of these files, so I can get that directly by passing the extension. So it is going to return the extension. So if I create let's say a txt file, let's say test.txt, and now if I execute the same command again, as you can see it returns the extension of these files. And instead of select, we can use a select object command. So as I mentioned before, select is this alias of select object. So if I type select object, and now it is going to do the same thing. Now instead of ls, we can use the actual command, that is get child items, and it is going to do the same thing. Now it's not just related to ls, we can do the same thing for any command. So let's say use aliases. We talk about the alias, right? So in the previous video, so if I type git alias, it returns the aliases that are available. So let's say I just want the name of the alias, or the name property doesn't exist, or I didn't pass the select object. So if I pipe this to the select dash object command, and now if I just press the tab button, as you can see it returns the properties that are available in the get alias command. So if I get the display name, as you can see it returns these results. Now let's say I want to get I want to know about all the attributes that are available in the get alias. So I will pass asterisk to this, and this is going to return the available alias, the available properties or attributes in each object of the main object, that is alias. So here we have help URI and resolve command name, display name, and options and command type we have, that is alias, name is right. And if I do the same for the command, the alias that we created, which was test in our case, so we have the same, like the referenced command as test connection. So whenever we were creating the alias for test connection, we provided this command over there. So that is why it displays that in the referenced command. So actually this is referencing the whenever we type ping and then google.com, it was referencing the test connection. Instead of ping, it was using the test connection to execute the that and send ping request to google.com and display the result. Now in pipelining, we can use loops and where conditions and all those things as well. So let's say I'm gonna do the same thing like alias, which is also the alias of alias, and let's say I want to loop through them. So we have for each object loop, and here we can pass the expressions. Let's say I want just to write command type. So if I hit enter, as you can see, it returns. So what we do here is result of the alias or the get aliases command is 5 to this loop, and we are looping through each of that object, and we are just executing this block of code where we just writing the command type in the host. So what this mean? This is the PS1 item short name, and we can use that one as well, right? So whenever you execute a loop, let me clear the screen. Whenever you fire a command and you execute a loop, any loop, and then in that loop, this command, this is kind of a special, like this is the short of $PS1 item. So we can use this, and in this loop, each of this will be looping through each of the result that is returned from this, and for each of that, it will return the command type in this case. So if I press tab here, we will have different options, right? So description, display name, help URI, and module. We can display the modules. Some of them are empty, and so on and so forth. There might be different. Let's display the name. It displays the name. So we can pipe them again to something else. Let's say we have where object command. So again here we can use the $_ and let's say I want the name to be, we have the where condition. These are like advanced level things, but we will explore these in more details later on as well. So the where condition is properly working in this case because we are just displaying the each of them right here, and then again we are adding the where condition. So I guess the where condition should be right here, and then whenever that is passed from the where condition, then we will display them. So that is pipelining. There is this pipelining command, and you can pass any object, any command, and what this will do is it will pass the result of the previous command into this command, and you can use that variable that is $_ which is the short of PS1 item. So you can use that. We can use the select object and display the name directly, like here PS1 name. As you can see, it does display the name, so we can use this one as well. PS item. Instead of PS item, we have the short name that is $_. So either we can use the PS item or $_ in any loop. So it's not just concerned about for each. So just to recap what we covered as pipelining. So we can pipe the, let's reuse the actual command, get child item. Sorry, not in the txt file. Don't say it. We can pipe the result of ls or get child item to the select object or just the select, and we can display any attribute that is coming from the previous command, that is get child item in this case. And instead of select, we can use the select object as well. And in order to return all the attributes that are available in the previous command, we can use the asterisk that will return all the available attributes. And now here we can loop through them like we use the for each object loop. So that is for each object, and here we can use the special variable that is either $PS item or $_. So this variable contains the for each object of this command. So the result of this command contains all the objects, right? So if I come back again here, as you can see, these are the attribute or items this get child item contains. So it will be looping through each of them one by one, and this row for each of these object will be assigned to $_ or $PS item. And from that item of object we can return any of these properties. So as we saw that we can return, if I just type dollar and $_ dot, and then here as you can see it automatically returns the properties that are available. So we can choose any of them. So let's say you want to choose the name or base name or whatever we have here. So we can either use the $_ or we can use the $PS item as well. So PS item dot name will return the name, and we have other attributes. These attributes will be changing based on the command that you have right here. So if you have other command like let's say you have alias. So if I type alias, like let's type the actual command, that is get alias, and now if I press dot here, as you can see it has different attributes, right? So based on the command which is piping the result to this command, or which is the loop in our case, the PS item attributes will be different. So here we have definition, command, description, help, and namespace, and so on and so forth. And while in this case, this is the result of the get child item or get GCI or LS or DIR, whatever you want to call it. So this contains the attributes of this command. We can either use the $_ in this case, or let's use namespace, and that is we can either use $_ or $PS item to pipe the result. And I think that is it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any question, feel free to throw them in the comments below, and I will be uploading this to my GitHub repo, so that link will be also in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next